Welcome to clickseminars.live. Keep learning, keep earning in 2020 and beyond. And now let's get ready for our next speaker session starting now. Hello, and welcome back to clickseminars.live. I'm Mike Stewart, the Internet Audio Guy, and I am so excited to have my good friend and amazing presenter, Tracy Repchuk, here today. Tracy started a software company at the age of 19, has been on the internet since it was born, is a 9-time #1 bestseller, featured in 3 motivational movies, appeared on over 22 TV networks, spoken in 37 countries, even in Forbes magazine 24 times, is an Amazon influencer, LinkedIn advisor, has awards from the Assembly, the Senate, the White House, and the President Obama. Wow, Tracy, I'm out of breath. She helps you price, package, position, and promote your knowledge, skills, and business so you can get to be seen, be heard, and make more and reach millions with your message. And today, she's going to show you how to create an online course guaranteed to sell. I can't wait to invite to the virtual stage Ms. Tracy Repchuk.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mike. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining me on my presentation called How to Create an Online Program Guaranteed to Sell. Make sure you have a pen and paper handy and get ready to interact, because I like to hear you in the only way we can right now. So let's do a test to get this party started. Say hello if you can hear me and that you are excited to learn today. All right. Thank you. Yes, Tom. All right. Everybody's excited. Super. Let's begin. Now, honestly, never has there been a more important time to create a plan B. This means you have a way to determine your own income destiny from anywhere. Now, I think you would agree that the way we used to do business is at a crossroads, and the way we used to do business has changed forever. COVID-19 and the global lockdown quarantine have caused a situation where life will never be the same. Maybe you had a job, and maybe you're going to go back. Your security has been shattered. Maybe you have a business and realized how fragile it is. Even when the doors open, people are extremely cautious, hesitant, and fearful. They are waiting to find out what it all means. Well, I have good news for you. The only thing standing between you and your goal is having the right system to get you there. So what I'm going to share today is the backbone system to fast and consistent cash. And I'm going to do it with the one thing nobody can take away from you, no matter where you are. So why should you care about the system? Because it doesn't matter where you are, what you do, what you did. If you follow the system, you can do it. I was a mom of 3 young kids working from home when I started this. And it was because of that system that I became a #1 best-selling author in 2006. I started with 1 book. It went to #1 on Amazon. And this was before Kindle, before print on demand. And that book became so popular and stayed at the top of 3% of Amazon for 2 years. Because of that, I got picked up by Wiley Publishing and a New York literary agent. And they re-released it, and it went to #1 internationally in the US, in Canada, and the UK in the same day. It now has over 160 testimonials, and now I'm a 9-time #1 international best-selling author in 11 countries. Now, as a result of my first book, I created a course and coaching program and made $100,000 in my first 5 months without a clue to what I was doing. And this was way before online courses became trendy. Now, because of this, I emerged on the scene so rapidly and made that income in that amount of time, it led me to win New Internet Marketing Success of the Year in 2007. I was the first woman to win that award, and they flew me all expenses paid from California to Singapore to appear on my very first stage. I then became one of the first women to be invited to appear on the World Internet Summit stages and travel with the world's biggest speaking organization, me and 15 other men. And this resulted in me really having an epic experience and speaking in over 39 countries, including a keynote in China at the invitation-only Global Leaders Economic Summit for heads of states, presidents, and CEOs. And I've also won awards from the Senate, the Assembly, the White House, and President Obama. And then this got me on television, over 22 major networks exposing me to over 20 million people.
Live from Las Vegas, Fox 5 News This Morning starts right now.
Tracy Repchuk is a best-selling author and an online marketing and technology expert. She is
activity online. Tracy Repchuk is a social media specialist and author, and she's created
because there's actually even a better way. And Tracy Repchuk is here today. She's a best-selling author, our technology expert today, talking about apps.
Online safety for kids, specifically social media safety. Tracy Repchuk here this morning with some great advice. Tracy is a mom of 3 teens, best-selling author, founder of Social Media Safety for Kids.com. Tracy's kids are
just as passionate about keeping your kids safe on social media. Tracy Repchuk has been working with technology since she was 19 years of age, and now she has 3 active teens on
social media expert and author Tracy Repchuk has an app for every occasion, and I'm so pleased to say she joins us this morning.
What to do with your kids in the heat? Well, best-selling author Tracy Repchuk.
Our next guest is a mother of 3 teens and the author of Social Media Safety for Kids, and she is here with tips to keep your kids safe online this summer and the upcoming school year. Joining us now is Tracy Repchuk. Thanks for joining us, Tracy.
You're welcome. Help parents keep their children safe while online. Tracy joins us in the studio today. Nice to see you. And the great thing for
school time can be very exciting. Repchuk, the best-selling author of 31 Days to Millionaire Marketing and Miracles. Hello, it is lovely to see you again.
Thank you, Tara.
All right. And this is what I want for you too. And thank you to Cindy and all of those who have been commenting throughout this. I'm super excited because then I repeated and integrated the system more into my own business, and it increased my sales while reducing my overhead and time. That means more money with less effort. And let me see in the chat, say yes, yes, if you want that. Okay. And in fact, I'm seeing the yes, yeses coming in. Very good. In fact, it gave me one of the greatest gifts ever. And that was the freedom. And that was very much tested when my brother called to tell me my mom was in a hospital in a coma with only days left to live. I jumped on a plane from California to Nova Scotia, Canada. And when I arrived at the hospital, I took her hand and she woke up. As a result, I stayed for 7 months through multiple surgeries, 5 months of rehab, and finally was able to get her home in a wheelchair. And now this picture, in fact, was taken on the roof of the hospital where we could go out and get some air on those days. And when I wasn't in the hospital, I could care for my dad, who has dementia. Now, without a plan B, a way to make money online that doesn't involve my time and attention, I wouldn't have been able to do this. I would have had to get back home and make money. And it's the reason why I am so passionate and really so excited to be teaching you how to create an online course so that no matter where you are, what you have going on in your life, you will be safe and protected and financially free from what is happening. Does that sound good? Let me see a good in the chat. All right. Yeah. Yes. Very good. Thank you. Thank you, Cindy and gang. Very good. Very good. All righty. So let's get into this. Why online courses? Online course industry is expected to grow to $241 billion by 2022. Student debt loan has reportedly increased by $77 billion, bringing the United States to a whopping $1.6 trillion. And this simply can't continue. LinkedIn bought lynda.com, which was a training platform for $1.5 billion in 2015. And people like to learn on demand at their own pace. This is emerging as a trend already, including high-level educational institutions such as Harvard and Yale. And as more companies turn to online delivery of their content and courses and knowledge, and especially given the circumstances that we're in right now, it produces recurring, predictable income on demand. Who wants a piece of that? Say me in the chat. Yes, it is. Good, good. Very nice. Thank you, Cindy. All right. So how are we going to do this? I'm going to take you through how to create an online program guaranteed to sell. There are 5 steps I'm going to cover today. The first is know your target market, create an irresistible offer, market your course, deliver your course, and the 100K focus formula. All right, here we go. Step 1, you need to know your target market. Gone are the days when you can be broad and generic. When you're in front of somebody, you can cater that conversation with them. But when it comes to the internet, your web, copy, articles, keywords, pain points, colors, everything has to speak to them or they won't connect. We need to connect, we need to communicate, cause them to buy, and consume what we deliver. And we need to do this by understanding that people buy the transformation and that where you take them is where they want to go. They don't care about the how, the why, the what. They care about the destination and results. Do you get them out of pain, in love with a spouse, more productive, stress-free, make more money, make them look better? That's what they pay for. So, step 2 is creating that irresistible offer. This is the linchpin to successfully creating a program that people want, and the best way to do this is to know that simple sells. So to help with your success, your offer needs to fit on one sheet. It's a maximum of 6 main steps. You want to add bonuses and you want to make it easy to understand. Then when you present your offer, it is in a simple and clear one sheet. Again, easy to understand. They know what they are getting and for how much. And here are just some examples of member offers. And you'll see they're broken into 3 main sections. So we're going to go through each of those. Now, the core modules at the top here, there's the over-the-top bonuses in the middle section, and then the bottom is all about fast action bonuses. All right, so let's take a look at my offer here. The first step is to come up with the 6 main steps or core modules. So we'll take a look at, just as we described, target market, irresistible offer, market your course, deliver your course, the 100K focus formula, and streamlining your sales. Now, I'm only doing 5 in this presentation for the sake of time, but streamlined sales is how you automate this whole thing. Alrighty, so then there is the middle bonus section, right? Your bonuses offer on the one sheet will be that piece that makes the buyer pull out their wallet or get out of their chair and go to the back of the room. It is the creation of this section and the presentation of it that makes or breaks the success of the close. This should be 10 times the value of the offer, either creating so much value that they can't resist it, or there is something so amazing in here, people would actually have bought it just for that. This is giving a person what they want and then delivering what they need with your core trainings. This combination gets them so excited and builds their desire to where they say, I want that. But you're not done. The last section is the kicker. It will cause any stragglers to get up and take action. This is where you add your fast action bonuses. So what happens if they haven't purchased by this time? You want to create a sense of urgency and scarcity. So when doing this, you can include a 1-day live training or things such as if they buy in the next 10 minutes, they could have a deep discount or save lots of money. Or you can include limits such as the first 10 buyers or time limits or offers that include limited bonuses for certain numbers if they pay in full. I often give a one-on-one strategy session for people that pay in full that's valued at $1,000 for a $1,000 product. And if they do it in the next 15 minutes or so, it is a no-brainer buy. And when you do this right, the results can be instant.
Chelsea Cross, and I'm a new platinum member of Tracy's and could not be more excited and thrilled at the results that I've seen in only 3 weeks of working with her. Just take a step back. I actually interviewed 7 different coaches before I decided to move forward with Tracy. And Tracy was the only person out of the 7 coaches that I interviewed that I really felt took the time to actually do an audit of who is Chelsea, what is Chelsea all about, and what does Chelsea have coming up. On our first discovery call, Tracy said, I see that you're speaking at an insanely awesome event 3 weeks away. We need to seize this opportunity. And if you're willing to work fast, I'm willing to work fast. And within 3 weeks, we had my landing page up, my first program created, and my presentation established to seed plant the program at that platform event. Well, 3 weeks later, not only did I receive a return on my investment for the entire platform platinum program, but I also had a lovely, lovely profit. I am so excited I can't even imagine 3 weeks in seeing that return on investment and what I'm in store for the next year. I am so thankful. And if you have the opportunity to dive in with Tracy, it's the best dive you're ever going to take.
All right. And so now we hit the next step, which is market your course. The key to the success of this step is to remove the big picture of what you have been used to with social media. Now, this is not about blasting notices to your social media that will mostly get ignored. We're not going to broadcast our message and hope somebody reads and responds to it. You're going to use the spotlight versus the spray and pray approach. You're going to leverage the power of your irresistible one sheet. You're going to find a prospect, connect, educate, and close them. Just like Laura did, who was a massage therapist. And when COVID hit and her business was not able to proceed as it was, she pivoted.
Also had the opportunity to work with some of their coaches. For instance, Tracy Repchuk, she taught how to create an online course. I created my online course with her. I sold 10 and I made $3,000.
And you'll have heard a magic number in there. Why is this so doable? Because your goal is to just sell 10 people at an introductory course of $297, giving you the starter income of $2,970. At an absolute never sold person, you can do this. You don't need fancy launches or big lists. We're starting this simple, old school, very little technology, a PDF, and a few people. Now, you're probably thinking, but I'm worth way more than that. And the answer is you absolutely are. But if this is your first time doing this, you want to get paid to create the content and you want it to be fast and easy. Once your offer sheet is done, you can have filled your class in as fast as an hour or be on your way to bigger money, which I'm about to show you. And then the next time you do this, you'll charge $497 and then $997 and then $1997, $4997. And this is just for your first time. And that's what makes it so irresistible and a big win for you too, because they are paying for you to create it. And you are gifting them the transformation they want at a really low price. Now, can you sign up more than 10? Absolutely. The highest I've had was around 77 units from a ground zero client, never sold. But I want you to get at least 10 people because this is how the $100,000 formula, going through its 5 phases, will move you to the 6 figures. And it requires that as a starter base to be able to launch from. So let me know in the chat, could you find just 10 people that need to know what you know, teach, and do? Let me hear say 10 in the chat so that I know you can find 10 people out of the 7 billion. Yes, yes. Well, there we go. Nice. Yes. Very good, Cindy. Yes. Okay. Nice. I got Facebook users. It's awesome. Thank you. Okay. So how do we do this? To sell for this goal, there are 2 ways to approach this. The first is the direct ask of the sale to possible prospects. You would do this only if you have a very good relationship with them and you know they're in the market for this type of solution. The second is the feedback and review. This is the best approach. This is where you ask them for their feedback on your offer. You're hoping for one of 2 outcomes. They realize the offer is so great, they want to join themselves, or they do give feedback, which is always good. And then you can ask, do they know anyone that might benefit from this? And would they be willing to connect you? It's never intrusive, super simple. So you're going to begin your direct ask with your low-hanging fruit. Current social media communities and lists you have, plus people you know. You will also go into your personal contacts, your phone, send out personal emails from your laptop. This is also the level where once you connect on the call, you're going to present the offer and ask for the sale. Now, there's another 7 ways to rapidly get you to 10, but I'll focus on the 3 fastest for the sake of time. In Facebook, you can start a conversation. You will go to the direct message chat bar along the side. There's going to be people displayed there, contacts, group chats, and people that are currently online. You're going to go down the list and start putting a feedback message in so that you can prompt them to hopefully make a response, and just make sure that you personalize. All right, so you're simply saying and asking for feedback, and people love to give their opinion, and you never know who turned around and says sure. Then you start the dance of introducing it to them, getting feedback, then asking if it's something they or someone you know would be interested in. Now, you should be able to get 10 from your phone, text, and email, but just in case you didn't, these are additional easy methods to add. All righty, so you can then repeat the same process on LinkedIn, especially if you deal with businesses. This is a great platform. You will go to the side message bar again, and I love to start here because the people here, that means they've already reached out to you. So you can spin the conversation in your favor. You select one, you do a feedback request, all right? And then you simply ask and say you'll be greatly appreciated. Just remember to be personal if you can, and then tie it to their topic. Hey, I noticed you do blah. Well, here's what I'm doing, all right? Again, I've had clients fill their 10 in as fast as an hour, but the average is about 7 to 14 days. Now, the best way, though, is if you have been building a list, is to do an email blast and do a webinar and present it all at once. I had a woman do her first webinar ever and get 14 signups. Everything is easier with a list, but I can teach you another 6 ways too to get buyers if you haven't built one yet. Then yay, you will have your first buyer. And once you get that one, it gives you the confidence to know the program is needed and wanted, and the rest close much faster. It happens every time. Alrighty, so step 4, let's deliver your course. All right, now with your program sold, we just need to figure out how you're going to deliver it. Good news. There aren't a lot of ways you need to know, all right? Again, the delivery of your program is the easy part. You simply take your headset and computer and you get on Zoom and you have your first module ready for delivery. Then you can deliver it using your computer screen displaying like you see happening with me right now. And then as an added feature, if you like, you can be on or off camera. And in the case of what I'm doing, I am on camera. Now, here's how the program unfolds, right? So you're selling your $297 and it's going over 12 weeks. So 1 week you will train them on the content of the module 1, and then the next week you do a Q&A. Super simple. Then you deliver the content, and the next week you do a Q&A class. These Q&A classes actually help you develop content for the next time that you're going to be doing it. And you repeat this, and this duration of 12 weeks gives you enough time to build the know, like, and trust factor that you will want. So they'll want to keep and continue working with you and move to the next step of the funnel. All right. So that's how it's going to unfold. Now, the second way you can do it is old school. You stand in front of a whiteboard and write or talk. Tons of concepts can be done like this when the content isn't visually heavy. And then the last way is for people that need to do physical demonstrations, Pilates, yoga, physical therapists, chiropractors, when you need to show something on a body or in a room. And in this case, you can get a camera on a tripod versus your laptop and have it facing where you need to be. Then voila, your course is delivered. But now is exciting. Now is where we're going to hit the meat and potatoes and the big payoff. This is where the afterburners kick in, and you can push your profits through the roof and change your life without ever stepping outside if that happened to be the case. A little bit like now, for example. This is where we will rapidly, only because of time, cover the 5 phases that help you reach the 100,000. Alrighty, so let's take a look at this. During your course, you are creating the know, like, and trust relationship with your members. So if you'll recall, in phase 1, we sold your course from a piece of paper, and now the course is recorded and you made around $3,000, okay? What's super is phase 2 occurs naturally when at about 8 weeks, they start to panic. They won't be with you anymore. What's going to happen to them? At that point, you will drop a hint that something else is coming up so that it will help them to continue to get the guidance that they want. Then at week 10, you're going to announce what this is. And this naturally occurs and leads to the phase 2. In general, it's a mastermind type program. It can be whatever you're willing to do for around the $2,000 mark. Okay. So let's say you meet once a month type of thing. And what will happen is, because of how they feel, about 8 will want to buy that. Okay. Now here's where you add that extra bonus. And that is, if they buy before the end of the program, you're going to give them a $500 savings, making it $1,497. And in their mind now, the program that they just did with you for 12 weeks was free, right? And then now they get a full year with you. That's around $12,000 from your current members. Who likes that? Say me in the chat. All right. Yes, David. Good, good. Unique help. Very nice. I love this when I put it all together and it started to work, not just for myself, but for clients. I knew we had the formula to make it super simple for you. All right. So then that was phase 2. So let's take a look at what happens. At this point, we've had 3 outcomes. The first is you have been paid to build your content. Yay. The second is you have the recordings, which is a money-making asset. And then the third is you offered an irresistible upsell, which helps to automatically build your marketing funnel. Here's where the magic kicks in. So you see what most people do, and what seems to happen is people arbitrarily make a course, do a coaching program, create a product, and they don't feed each other and connect or integrate. This is why it fails or it feels like a lot of work. But when you follow this formula, it creates a marketing funnel for you so your business will work for you. All right, so let's take a look. You did your initial offer. This led to the upsell of a mastermind and then created a do-it-yourself version that you can sell by itself, and then strip apart into pieces if you want to sell individual modules. And also, if you want to offer a one-on-one coaching program, the entire funnel has been built. When you organize this properly, that one course becomes so much more. You don't move on to another course or wonder what you should do next. You work that funnel around the clock, repeating, running the course with you again for that next higher price until it starts to gain momentum. Now we will put all of this into action into that integrated formula, and this is what it looks like. Alrighty, phase 1, you made $2,997. You sold 10 people. Phase 2, 8 people upgraded, and now we're at the $1,497, and now we're at around $14,946 from the first 2 phases. But remember, there are 5 phases to make money from this content. And if you're willing to hold a one-day event or be a coach, let me know in the chat if any of those appeal to you. Yeah, I'll be a coach. Yeah, I'd do an event, right? If you're willing to do that, it gets even better, because this is where the income surges can happen along with your recurring income. All righty. So yay, yay. Let's take a look at that. Now, how this works is it's broken into 3-month sections. The 12 weeks, right? They feed each other. So you got your initial sale, then you did the mastermind upsell. Now, after the course of a year, by doing it, every quarter again and again and again, you're upselling to the next step from the 2 phases. And you could have at this point around $50,000 in your bank account. Is that sweet or what? All right. Phase 3 comes in, like I talked about, at the end of the 12 weeks. Now you're going to do a live event or a virtual event where we are right now and add some coaching, one-on-one coaching. And here's where the big burst comes in. So a 1-day or virtual event is the easiest place to sell. So those figures are assuming right there, you are going to do that 1-day event and you're going to do it after the 12-week cycle. Now, these figures are really low. It is assuming in 4 events, you only made $19,000 per event. Okay, I wanted to keep those numbers really real for you. And then it also assumes that you only got 2 coaching clients for $10,000 each. Okay, now if you take a look at that, it's only $2,500 a quarter for one-on-one time with you. That's a total bargain. All right, so now we're at around $76,000 for that phase. And then it gets even better. Phase 4 and 5 is simply reselling the do-it-yourself version and repeating the done-with-you version 4 more times. And that's around another $65,000, again, with really low numbers. And what do I mean by that? I'm assuming you're only going to sell 10 people again to repeat the course with you, right? 10 people over 3 months. Tell me you can find another 10 people, right? So I'm also saying, remember, we were going to put that price tag up to $497 for the next 2 times, and then up to $997 for the 2 times after that. So you can see we're raising our prices on that Done With You program, because then you'll have it nicely integrated into a membership site and be really proficient at delivering it. And you'll be really confident asking for that extra money. And then it's also assuming that you sell around 10 a month at the $297 do yourself. That's a version that is in the can now, and it is doing, it is going through the 12 weeks without you. Okay, so I'm going to show you now both ways to earn. And that means the first, let's say you're like, I'm not going to do a 1-day and I'm not going to do any one-on-one stuff. I'm going to remove the entire phase 3 scenario. And even at that, we're at $116,394. Say happy in the chat if that is good for you, right? And then if you are willing to do that 1 day and you are willing to coach just 2 people through the entire year, I told you I was making these numbers super simple. That's $192,000, right? So who's excited about the possibilities? Say, I am in the chat. Okay. Yes, it does. It really adds up quickly and it's super simple to follow. That's the beautiful part about this. So what I'm going to show you now is the entire system. And here's why I love this program. What you know is unique. It can't be duplicated by anyone the same way you do it. Nobody can take away the knowledge that you have. Nobody can take away your experiences. It is truly taking back control over your income production because the knowledge is coming from here. It is your power in essence, and you become untouchable at this point. There is no competition. There is only one you. And that's why you're going to take what you have from your head and you're going to put it down into an online course. All righty. And here's what that looks like. Because I want to invite you to gain the benefits of the $1 million design, the complete formula. I've shown you, right, the 6-figure part of it. Well, guess what happens when you repeat? Guess what happens when you do a webinar and instead of 10 people, you get 100? This starts to exponentially grow and becomes the only model you need to follow. So let me show you what you'll be receiving. The first module is, of course, what you need to do. Select your target market. Now, what happens here is most people skip this, and it's the most critical step to success. It includes the master video trainings, the training guide, and the step-by-step transformation blueprint. Now, if you take a look at that blueprint right there, this is what Elizabeth applied.
I became a member, and within 30 minutes, I made $1,000. So, of course, I got my return on investment and even more. From the very first class that Tracy taught, I utilized what I learned in that class, turned around, and closed the deal.
All right, so that's how simple. She applied it to her to a coaching client and made $1,000. Now, module 2 is the irresistible offer training. You master this and you have the golden ticket to sell everything. It includes the master video trainings, the training guide. It includes the fill in the blank creation of your offer, then the templates to create your offer in both PowerPoint and Keynote. And then all you simply do is print it. It's plug and play. It was so easy that Sherry DeMeo sold 3 right after the class and hadn't even put together her offer yet. She presented on just the 6 module concepts and then later filled her completion of the course. And in fact, her buyers were so excited, they sold it for her. Now, next is module 3, market your program. This is selling made simple. It includes the master video trainings. It includes the training guides, the scripts for the social media platforms, the checklist, the templates, the scripts for the direct ask, the feedback posts for LinkedIn, the second level approach. It was so step-by-step that Diane Windsor sold 7 in the first 3 days. And she'd never sold before. And then you're going to get the trainings for Facebook chat, live, LinkedIn, emails, all of the modules you need to create and sell from any angle. Now, module 4, delivery of your program. I said this was simple, but, right? It's going to include the master video trainings, the training guide, the step-by-step check sheet, master delivery check sheet, and 24 training videos just for Zoom. That's going to make you a master of the platform and be able to, professionally put out your course simply and easily. Now, here is the grand kahuna, right? The 6-figure focus formula. You can create a 6-figure and beyond business. It includes the diagram flows and the master funnel, right, for you to follow. It includes the training guides, the checklists, everything you need step by step to take you through it. And then last but not least is module 6. This is how you're going to streamline sales. This is where rubber meets the road and you start to automate and sell way beyond the 10. All of those samples I gave you were minimums at selling just 10 in 3 months. This includes the master video trainings, the training guides, landing page templates, webinar scripts, landing page scripts, fill in the blank landing page blueprint, a 10 lead magnet guide template so you can simply rapidly create your own lead magnet, and the guide checklist to make sure you've done it all right. Imagine having all the answers you need to effectively create your online course and program all in one place. It's the yellow brick road to anytime income. Can I get an amen? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, good. I got a lot of people. Easy. I am. Oh yeah, very happy. Love it. Well, let's finish our journey then. Let's take it home. Okay. So the program cost is $4,997. And I'm sure you're thinking, well, that's worth it. I can make $3,000 when I sell my 10. But I want to sweeten the pot for you, and I'm going to make this super irresistible. Again, because this is from Click Seminars, because this is part of the ClickBank community and sponsored by, I'm going to double my offer. All right. You're going to get access to my private community where you can share with others who have already gone through this process, get advice, and continue to connect. I'm going to give you one of my favorite courses, Success Rituals. This is a program where the most successful people on the planet were studied at what they did in the morning, for lunch, for dinner, their nighttime, all recorded in such a way to help you get success strategies into your daily routine. Now, the next bonus is Webinar Cash Creation System. When you have your course done, the next goal is to be able to sell it on a webinar and sell it in bulk, right? This is going to allow you to take it from selling 10 people every 3 months to 100 at a time. And this is part of the streamlined step and able to present it as a webinar or even from the stage as a speaker. Now, I love this product. It is so powerful. I could sell this as a standalone and have for this price. But I wanted to make sure there were no stops and barriers to you being successful.
I took Tracy Repchuk's program on webinar cash creation, and it enabled me to create a 4-hour training program, which I was able to sell for $500, which then had so much interest, I was able to turn it into a mastermind, which I'm now selling between $10,000 and $20,000. So it was really, really effective, very impactful for me, and I love the formula that she shared.
And in many cases, people are selling this as an item. I'm including it as a bonus right now. And what else do I need to give you? I wanted to give you push button podcasting. It's a very popular way to get your message out there right now, and people pay a fortune for podcast training. So I'm going to give it to you as part of this. So if it's something you want to do to promote your program, great. You have the ability to do that without spending any more money. I hope you like that. And then high ticket authority. This teaches you how to sell high level programs so you can ask anywhere from the $10,000 to the $20,000 and beyond. That's one of my favorite things to do. And you're going to want to do that if you're doing that coaching step, right? This is how, I'm not just telling you go and do the funnel. I am giving you the way to do every single step of it. Then we're into $1 million copywriting. I've paid $25,000 for sales page copywriting training, $5,000 for landing page copywriting training. I paid $3,500 for just headline training, and $10,000 for presentation creation, and so much more. This is a skill that is crucial to the success of being online. So I have included it as a bonus. I've paid more for just this data than the cost of my entire training. It is going to be yours as part of this program. Then membership sites. I couldn't leave you hanging because once you've done the initial program course with your founding members, your next step is to kind of organize all of that and turn it into that do-it-yourself program. That means they need access to the recordings you just did. So in order to best present the data now, you should do it in a protected membership area where they can purchase and access all the content immediately. This is going to show you how to do that. And then my favorite part, because these actually came out of gaps that were found through the process of delivering this course over and over. So these 7 additional courses are valued at over $3,100. The first is Evergreen Income. This is where you've pre-recorded a webinar and you put it on autopilot. So you don't have to be there, which is an advanced module now in the system and the bigger goal. I didn't have time to teach you all of that in the technology of the course system, so I included it as a bonus. Now, bonus creation ideas for the irresistible offer. I needed to make sure you understood how to get those. Then that free giveaway, the lead magnet offer where you're enticing them to a webinar. I wanted to make sure you knew how to format that. And then powerful presentations. I have a $5,000 speaker training program, and this is from that. I needed to give it to you so you knew how to format your presentation so that when you speak from the stage or do a webinar, you're going to be able to do that effectively. Does that sound good? And then Income Overdrive. This is about how do you scale this to 7 figures. And then Udemy Instructor. Right. So here's what I did. Udemy is one of the largest course platforms on the internet. So I show you how you can become one of their instructors and get your courses on that platform, exposing you to an audience you would otherwise be unable to reach. It's like being able to sell your stuff on Amazon, millions of eyeballs looking for what you have. And then last but not least, over 25 traffic methods to really flow power to your program once it's fully automated and ready to handle more buyers. Who likes all of these bonuses? Let me hear you say I do in the chat. Yes, yes, good. Nice. All righty. So here's where we are now. Given the unrest of everything that is going on, I usually give you a 1-year access to all the materials, okay? Like so many systems out there do. But instead, I'm going to give you lifetime access to all of this. You can do it over and over and over. Put in more automation, streamline it more. Honestly, there's so much data in there. Do your webinars, improve your presentations, really master this art, and then turn it into your income stream of choice. Makes it nice. Say love it in the chat if you found that that is going to be helpful. Lifetime access, you don't have to worry. Something occurs, no problem, right? You come back to it, you do it whenever you need to. So here's what this all looks like, all right? Your $1 Million Design Formula, the training, success rituals, all of the bonus courses that I spoke of, the high ticket authority membership sites, push button podcasting, your private community, which is a super fun place, and lifetime membership. So it's a value of over $15,000, and it's on today for $19.97. But I really want to make this irresistible for you. If you head to ymdd.me/offer, you're going to be among the first to see this. All right, I want to triple my offer and give you a super bonus. I'm going to add 3 live focused virtual sessions. Session number 1, we're going to focus on helping to get your program title. This is key. Your program title becomes the .com place where you send people to buy your program. We need to get that and have it all aligned, because the next session, we're going to name your 6 core modules. So they're super sexy and irresistible. And then the last session we're going to do is to produce your 1-in-1 offer. All right, we're going to take a look at, you're going to pull the template up, you're going to start to work with it and get that all done. So even with live access to me as we go through this, you're going to get everything you saw for only $9.97. And I'm giving you a split pay option where you can do it for 3 at $357. So let me know in the chat who's going to be joining me. It's over $22,000, all of this time with me for only 3 payments of $357. So that's ymdd.me/offer. Oh yeah, Cindy's loving it, and good. A lot of Facebook users loving it. That's really good. All right, and I'm not done. Okay. Again, I talked about how do you format your offer? Well, you give a fast action bonus for those people that go all in. Again, if you pay in full, I'm going to get on a strategy call with you, and we're going to come up with your program title, your 6 modules, so you can rocket launch your start and have that ready to go. This is going to allow you to create your freedom lifestyle that you've already dreamed of starting right now. Again, put your name in the chat if this is going to be you, so I can save my time on my schedule. I'm super excited about you joining me on this. And again, I mentioned this in the beginning, right? I do a $1,000 call for the price of the program. This is a no-brainer moment to join in and take the yellow brick road to creating a 6-figure income from anywhere. And right now, that anywhere for many of us is at home, right? Alrighty, so, and I have one more bonus for fast action takers. For those of you watching right now, for those of you ready to do this, for the first 15 This is going to let me know that you are serious about your getting your message out there, your content, your knowledge to the world, and creating a legacy, a plan B, and an income stream that you control. You're going to get access to my LinkedIn workshop recordings. This was a high-level event for just 10 people where I worked one-on-one with their LinkedIn profiles and crafted every major field. And within days, people had a 300% increase in search engine results, got booked for speaking gigs, and made sales for the first time. I've actually had all my international keynote bookings come from LinkedIn. And you're going to get to see the exact secrets that I shared with them so you can do it to your own profile. This is especially important because LinkedIn is the #1 business-to-business platform. I have over 27,000 followers here. I'm a LinkedIn advisor. I'm at the top 1% of LinkedIn, and I got, again, the majority of my speaking gigs. So if that's something you're interested in, then hey, let's find out the secrets. Plus, you're going to get access to my worksheets and my LinkedIn marketing checklist. And then, of course, you're going to have your course, right? Well, the fact that Microsoft was so sure that business people are going to want access to quality courses that they paid $1.5 billion to lynda.com tells me that this is a good place for you to start to do posts and articles to rabid, hungry, high-end buyers. And when it's all streamlined and ready to go, this is going to be a great opportunity for you to offer your course over here. So there it is again, over $22,000, only $997. Okay, and again, who's with me? Let me see in the chat. I'm in. You don't know anything about building this. Not a problem. Honestly, you're going to get it step by step. You're getting the templates. You're getting the scripts. And once you have your offer, it's sitting on a PDF. And all you simply do from that moment is you show people that PDF online, link it to them, send it to them, include it in an email, or talk to them on the phone about it. Super simple. Get your 10 and the next pieces, all of the pieces of the puzzle. There's so much more detail, obviously, that I can't share in here on the step-by-step, okay? Nothing is vague or ambiguous. It's templates, scripts, and step-by-step actions. You're really going to find it easy to follow, just like all those other people that I showed you, all right? So there it is. You can even scan the QR code if you want, make it super simple, over $22,000 for just $99.97, or the 3 payments of $357. And again, as soon as you join, you're going to get immediate access to everything. And if you paid in full, then we're going to jump on a call as early as next week. I'm going to send you a questionnaire. You're going to fill it out. I'm going to get to know you a little better. I'm going to check some stuff on your online profile. And then we're going to get on a call. And then I'm going to make sure that we go down the right path with your course by naming it, coming up with the modules. You're going to insert it into the template that I give you, and your door is open for business. That's it, okay? This is a low-tech, high-return formula. It's going to save 10 to 15 years of guessing. Who's with me? Say, I am in the chat. So that is really my time with you guys. If you have questions, I am happy to stick around for a few minutes and answer them for you. I really look forward to seeing you in the program and to enjoying all of this. Again, some other people that have had success in the program. I have tons of videos from people that have been leveraging this. Martina sold 22 units. She 7x'd her investment. Is super amazing. She'd never sold before. And again, for those of you thinking, I don't know how to put my ideas into the modules, if you remember that sticky note that you saw maybe in the beginning of on a board, all those sticky notes, that was Martina's. She came to me and she showed me this on our strategy session. She said, what do I do? We picked and grouped the most, the ones that needed to be done. And that what she was showing me was actually 3 courses, which we just used as part of her market funnel. So it's okay. What results beyond her expectations. She's now on iHeartRadio from, applying course, doing podcasting, things of that nature. This is a video. I'm just going to skip it, but I just wanted to let you know that it's there. Again, people were terrified of selling. I'm telling you, this isn't selling. That's why it's simple. You're asking for feedback and reviews on a course that you have coming out. And then you're going to say, is this something you'd be interested in? And if they're interested at all at the price point, the starting price point of $297, this is a no-brainer deal for you. And again, we didn't even know where this was going to lead. I was asked, will this work? And what she taught was sleep, how to get a better night's sleep. Can I make that into a course? I said, you can absolutely make that into a course. I've had people say, I talk to animals. Can that be made into a course? It was the fastest seller on the platform. 2 people did it. They sold 10 in days. Everybody seems to want to talk to their animals. So they taught you how. But what was super cool about this is she attracted 2 major corporations, mattress companies, who wanted to incorporate her course and trainings into the sales team. So you just don't know where it's going to go and where it's going to take you. But my goal is for it to take you to your 6 figures, for you to control your income for the rest of your life from anytime and anywhere. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me here today. Go to ymdd.me/offer. Take advantage of this. Let's get together and let's make the last quarter of this year the best it can be, and 2021 and beyond, your really building of your anytime income stream into the 6 and 7 figure realm. I look forward to working with you. I've loved spending the time today. Awesome. Cindy and everybody else on here, and Tom and Dave and all you guys, lots of Facebook users. I look forward to working with you and for really being a part of your life and your future, as I have been for so many people for the past 35 years of being an entrepreneur. So that's my time. I look forward to seeing you in the Facebook group, and I really look forward to you guys being a part of the program and engaging and having some fun with me. So that's it. I'm just going to hang out until they kick me off stage. ymdd.me/offer. Mike is back.
Awesome presentation, Tracy. I am living proof that having courses online, you never know who, I mean, it helped me get through some rough periods in my life by having that income, and continuity income of members and members supporting me, and taking an idea and then making it something that's available online. My goodness, get past any roadblocks. And there's not a better mentor in the world than Tracy to help you get past those roadblocks and start building an online training that can mean the difference between achieving your dreams and not. So take this offer, ymdd.me/offer. Tracy, I would love for us to talk longer, but we have got to get ready for our next presenter. So you have a lovely time there out in California. Hope you're safe and sound, and we'll see you again. Hope our paths cross again real soon. Bye-bye, Tracy.
Bye, Mike. Bye, everybody.
Well, there you have it. It is now getting to be the top of the hour, and in about 30 minutes time, we're going to have our next presenter, who is Mark Ling, and that's 2:30 Central Time, and that's 8:30 UK time. So for that reason, we've got just a couple little things we're going to tell you. Number one, be aware, if you're not aware about the VIP club, check out clickseminars.VIP. And of course, this particular event is brought to you by ClickBank. But what you really need to remember right now is go take Tracy's offer at ymdd.me/offer. And we will see you in the next session in about 30 minutes time. Thanks so much for being here. Bye-bye.